Tonight, I believe that the Democrats will come out in a stronger position. We will, of course, retain the White House with the election of Hillary Clinton. I believe we will gain the United States Senate. It will be close, but we will gain the United States Senate, and we will pick up many seats in the House of Representatives. I believe that Hillary Clinton is one of the best prepared people in our history to enter the Oval Office with her vision, her knowledge, her experience, her strategic thinking, her connection to the American people, and I think she has made that case.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
Desperation and hubris. It's
Right?
all the Democratic Party has left after being shown the door by the American people. Not the Russians, not a majority of racist, angry white male voters, and not fake news.
President Bill Clinton quoted in an op-ed piece in the Bergen Pound Ridge Record saying this, that a weekly newspaper in New York, about Donald Trump, by the way, one thing he does know is how to get angry white men to vote for him.
We know that 53% of white female voters voted for Trump. We know that the black community didn't come out for Hillary. We know that Hispanics actually came out for Donald Trump. And we know that white men came out for Donald Trump.
What do you tell Democrats who want a new direction and then go to you? What are you going to do differently?
Well, I don't think that people want a new direction. What we want is a better connection of our message to working families in our country, and that clearly in the election showed that that message wasn't coming through.
This is my America! This is my America!
Nate Silver, who's pointed out that swing state voters made their decisions in the final days, breaking against me because of the FBI letter from Director Comey. And Nate Silver believes, I happen to believe this, that that letter most likely made the difference in the outcome.
The Democrats did this to themselves with the sycophantic assistance of the media, saddled with firm directives coming from the DNC and the treasonous divide and conquer subversion of George Soros. Now, in the face of that defeat, the world fully sees the bitter arrogance and cult-like focus of the shattered Democratic Party, powerless yet still attempting to push American safety over a cliff.
On the morning of October 31st, the U.S. transmitted a message directly to the Kremlin, warning the Russians that the U.S. would consider any interference on Election Day a grave matter. The method of communication, the so-called red phone system. According to a senior U.S. official, part of the message reads, international law, including the law for armed conflict, applies to actions in cyberspace. We will hold Russia to those standards.
National security and public safety are the ultimate policy objectives. Director Brennan said ISIS has an external agenda they are determined to carry out. Another administration official said, I wouldn't put it past ISIS to infiltrate operatives among refugees, so that's a huge concern of ours. Those are not the words of some GOP presidential hopeful. Those are the words of our very own intelligence officials who served this administration. Donald Trump won 3,084 of the United States' 3,141 counties or county equivalents in the American heartland. For 8 long years, Washington, D.C. had disconnected itself from this massive base. And now it is the Democrats that are paralyzed by their own reckless avarice.
See, now we're feeling what not having hope feels like. It's like the toddler that bumps his head on the table, and they look up at you to figure out whether it hurts. And if you're like, oh my God, they're crying. But if you're like, you know what, babe, it's okay. It's okay. Barack has been that for the nation in ways that people will come to appreciate.
I mean, Russia has been hacking. But let's not talk on top of each other, Christine. The audience, Christine, woohoo! Christine,
members of Congress
hello.
who've seen it can talk about some of it.
I'm asking you not to talk on top of me when I'm talking, and I won't do that to you, so that our audience can actually get something out of this interview. But just the way the voters couldn't get anything, and they ended up voting against you, that's what you're doing. You're basically blowing off the audience.
John Bound for Infowars.com.
You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. the ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.